Good morning, everyone. It's me, Astito, and today I'll be doing a demonstration of my project of the red team simulation that I've done for the MTN group. So let's start. So MTN group. So it is one of the largest mobile cellular network in Africa. It was founded on 1994 and it is activated over 20 countries. There are 14 countries in Africa. They are here, and they are the largest network provider for Africa. So while doing a red team simulation, I found they have a login page. A WordPress login was enabled on their site. Though I cannot log in, we can try the default credential, but it doesn't work because that the user is that because the login for the user is restricted. So let's go back. So it is it so it is a pro so it is a bug bounty that we have done for hacker one. So the guidelines for this are that we cannot do any of DOS and make changes the usual content. And while doing if we ever found a vulnerability, we should not use it in any forms. So MTN also does reward and gives our name and keeps our name in their Hall of Fames. And out of scope vulnerabilities are given here. So I don't have to do the subdirectory because the subdirectory is already given here. So it has a very lot of it has a lot of subdirectories, maybe like hundreds or something. So the red team simulation was not done for the whole whole domain, but it was mainly done on the MTN group and some of his program. So who is MTN? So while using the command who is, we found this. There is a abuse contact name. So the server is not running for this who is currently, but we can see result something like this. So for the domain, I also did some directory brushing with go with search and found some important files. Most of it is a text file that is not common. That is very common for it. So in the robot.txt, there is some there is the link for the sitemap. So while going here, we can find some usernames. So there is this sitemap, and while visiting each one of them, there we can find some usernames: Nitwin, Mupita, Molefo, something. They are the directory executives of the company. I have done a list of all of their username that was available on the web. So for the email search, I used Snob and Hunter.io. In Hunter.io, I could not find many results, only seven of them, so I used Snob for it. I did found many domains for them, but it is restricted due to it being premium. So I have only done I've done a phishing campaign with this link and from the hunter.io and from the sitemap Maxell. And while searching for the web, I also looked their networks where they are registered, their IPs, the web trace. What they do they use? They mostly use Cloudflare for their the they use Cloudflare for their CDN. The client side, they use jQuery, JavaScript. They are hosted on WordPress. I already said that. PSP, web status, and CSS users. And I also did some research on Sudan, and in Sudan we can find they have many they are they have many SMTP servers. I did try to attack them attack or I recon them, but due to the firewall being too strong, I couldn't find anything except some little bit info. They also have many forbidden pages on WPXL, dash station, sorry. So for the SMTP, I could only find this only. And while searching for the secretaries, I found they don't have content security policy, CSP, which is which is not that critical, but it is important to put it there. And in census, we can also found their location and what port are open. Since they are a network company, they have the port 8319, very common port, 8 8443 port for their, and they have their software vendors and their products. They have this micro tick window box, that is their router. Also did try inventing the FTP server but couldn't find anything. And they also have FortiGate, IPS and IDS. So here you can see some directory busting. I also did some DNS enumeration for them. The found the name server, email server, their IPs, and it's still searching, but there is no something. There is not that anything important. So from the emails I found, I did a phishing campaign for them. So I did that in a GoFish, and I've made that email template as well as a landing page. So it is something like this admin panel. So if a user so this link is uh, put on an email, and while clicking, and if you click this link, you will go to this fake page. And if you logged in, the credential will be stored locally, but this is a simulation. Otherwise, it will be stored on the cloud. So this is a simulation. Can't really attack can really attack the domain. So yeah, some emails that I put there, and so after a user gives a credential, we can log into that user and we can install a install a malware or something like a backdoor by creating a new user or SSS account, and we can connect that if we ever and if we can connect that with a C2 server, and after connecting we can try to leverage our privilege, and from that we can find anything that we need like action and objectives. So what the attacker's objective might be, the database, maybe disrupting the system, maybe just for fun, maybe they want to sell they want to sell the data on the dark web. So this is my campaign that I did. for the MTN group. Thank you very much.